Welcome to day 11 of our January challenge 2020 and our 10th and final day of working at this slightly faster pace through the Seal Lullaby arranged by Lauren Scott. And Lauren Scott has a fabulous website where you can see all her other wonderful arrangements too. So I'll put a link to that in the text underneath. So let's look at what we're going on to today. We're going to finish our piece, and as you can see, we're going to finish it with a flourish, although by the end we're meant to be pianissimo and we have a rall. So it's sort of more of a dying away, really. So I'll play it through for you. This is straight on bar 70 to the end. Mezzo piano to start with. And you'll notice how at the end there, I allowed my head to move to see that final note in my peripheral vision, so there wasn't a big move to find it. And then I just stayed there in that moment, allowing that long note to ring out without the audience having to feel uncomfortable because I've gone like that and told everyone, oh, that's my last note. So I've even got my eyes closed right now. So just to keep that magic there. And then when I'm ready, when the 6 beats worth has happened or whatever feels comfortable, I can then bring it to damp, and then your audience can erupt into rapturous applause for you. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We've got some similar notes again to stuff we've done before in this bar 70. We have the C in the right hand, we have the octave in the 5th in the left, and then that run's answered by D, E, G, and then we jump down to a B, and the left hand does an E octave. Okay, so in this line, all of the left hands are back to octaves and fifths, so we're going to aim with your thumb. So the first one was a C, second one was an E, then we have another higher C and a higher E. Okay, and then going into the last line, we have C again down in the bass. Okay, so we want to feel that run. So this C at the top is a dotted minim, that's got to last through. And this D, E, G is just this continuation of this run. It's the ripple, it's the swell of the tide, as it were. And before I finish that G, I've reached down for the B and my left hand's joining in, then E, G. But again, I'm not putting a lot of power through those notes because the C was the important. The C note is important, and this is the ripple of the waves. Then our left hand jumps up. This is the 3rd bar. Right hand, I've got E, G. It's a long G. You see how it's tied through across the bar. So I could do 2, 1, and then leap for a 2 on the last note, or I can go 4, 3, and put my thumb on the top. 4 and 3, because the outer 2 notes there are an octave. If my second finger was engaged, it would be an arpeggio shape. But it's not, it's just those lower notes. So left hand starts with the C, G, C, and it's going to move up to an E, B, E. We go straight on this 3rd bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and. So just being careful not to play that high E too soon. Okay, if we put all of that line together from bar 70, so both hands are starting on Cs. Release your shoulders. Here's our count. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, and if you're struggling at the end there, and you've done that 4, 3, 1, then that's quite handy, because then it's both finger ones playing together on the E when they land. And then we're pianissimo at this point, C and G. Finger 3 on the C, thumb on the G, left hand C, G, C down here. Okay, so we want that to be crisp, if you will, but not harsh. Left hand's got C, G, C, then your right hand can jump down and do the next 3 quavers of that left hand, which is E, G, C. Then your left hand can do the next 3 quavers, E, G, C, and your right hand can move up, E, C, G, just to mess the order up. So E, C, then put your 3 on the G, and then reach your thumb up to the high E. Okay, and really important to have a beautiful bend on that final thumb there. Okay, so let's do bar 74 to the end, this last 4 bars. Okay, here we are. Ready, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Slowing it down. And hold that magic at the end, okay? You can even roll even more than that if you want to in those last 2 bars, as dramatically as you feel comfortable with. And although it is dying away to that last note, we do really want to hear that final E, and it's tricky up there. Being a much shorter string, a much thinner string, it's quite hard to get a really good sound, so important to get a really good bend on the thumb. And to get a good bend on your thumb, you need the hand to not be scrunched up to it already. It needs to have room to move to. Okay, let's put all of that together, bar 70 to the end. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and. Too early on my part. And hold it there, hold it. And then you can release, okay? Pencil, pair of specs for me in that section there. Shall we play through the whole piece? Yes, we shall. We have to cope with a page turn, which you've probably been dealing with already. So, going right the way back to the beginning, I'm going to play it all the way through for you and hopefully with you. I'm only going to do this the once through. So you can decide whether you want to do 1 hand, 2 hands, whichever feels comfortable, or whether you just want to sit back and listen and follow it through. That's also fine. Okay, from the very beginning of the Seal Lullaby. 1 and 2 and 3 and. go. Okay, so well done if you were able to play along with that. Even better if you got more right notes than I did. Notice how on the turn of the page I wasn't confident with what was happening over the page. So those are really important places to practice so that you know without even having to look what's going to happen on the second page or over the page. But also notice that I didn't let it throw me. I played a note and I played a different note, and then I came back into the right next place that was coming up. Okay, there is no rest day for you guys because we are going to go straight in to a brand new piece tomorrow. And the piece we're going to do tomorrow is a special commission that's been done for Harps Northwest by a marvellous young composer called Doug Thomas, and it is called Chopin. And I'm so excited by this piece, but it is really unusual. So I'm very much hoping that you are up for the challenge, and I'm looking forward to teaching it you. What we will do, because it's quite unusual, is we'll have a rest day halfway through the Chopin piece. So come back tomorrow, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, for our next piece, and well done for everything that you've done with this one. Well done.